Welcome to the stream, everybody. We'll kick this off here, which we do every Friday. Not necessarily with a picture of Red, but with some fan art.
Our first pick of the day.
This by Jacko Kyle. Down here you can read the namey name. We got a little bit of Red art here. I love the color contrast. I love her proper getup. Like this is nice. It's sick.
Yeah, I like the overcoat.
Yeah. The overcoat is a good look, even in a tropical environment.
Yeah, it might get a little warm, a little hot under the collar.
And they also have another piece of art here.
Horrible
monster wake.
That's nightmarish final visions.
I want if you could give it the Metal Gear Solid 3 half screen vignetting.
Just
watch me.
Oh my god, I'm losing an eye.
Yeah, Enraged Wake is not. He's fun to play.
He's a dangerous customer. Just sort of shows up and you're not quite sure what you're gonna get.
Sometimes you just get that feral shark nature, especially when you're dealing with one of his biggest problems.
That blood is in the air and he loses it. That blood being the deaths of friends.
Yeah. And I tried to play it up during the episode that he felt a little guilty, with the oh my god, my stomach don't feel so good.
Well, he had some intense visions.
Yeah.
Later, so
turns out tripping on
poison frog.
Turns out tripping on poison frog meat and guilt.
Yeah, well,
not a great combo.
It's a pretty rough combo.
By the way, thank you so much, Jacko Kyle.
Woo!
Right here we have Dakota B4, several numbers. B4 6564 934. I'm wondering if for people that have that many numbers in their name, I'm wondering there's got to be significance to them, right?
Well, it's either there's significance or they made that name and they're like, hey, that name's already taken, but you can have this.
Oh, so you just kind of get the autofill?
Yeah.
Right. But here we have Nedra way in the future when she is now the master, teaching the future generation. Looks like she's teaching a little kobold boy. What was your master like? He ate a lot of eyeballs. Oh, wow. Yeah, you can see the progression here.
That's pretty crazy.
Look at that. That's sick.
Talk about a glow-up.
Yeah. Thank you kindly, Dakota.
Very good. Speaking of thank yous, real quick.
Right on.
We also got a 500-bit drop from Matthew for 500 bits saying, talking about birthdays, it was my birthday yesterday.
Oh, shit.
Oh, birthday.
I assure you it's playing even though we can't hear it. But if it's your birthday today, well, it was yesterday or something, but happy birthday to you. If it's not your birthday today, happy birthday to you anyway. You know what? Sometimes you deserve a birthday even when it's not your birthday. Sometimes you just need that pick-me-up. Happy birthday.
Also, thank you, Hand of Oron and Terminator 101 for your resubs. Much love. So I've realized what the issue is. Apparently, the Streamlabs thing doesn't show resubs.
Oh, that's weird.
I think that's...
I think you have to click on that little tab there, maybe that little T tab up at the top next to the bell.
This one?
Yeah, and it lets you select what
You're right.
Up.
Oh,
there we go.
That's why it's been so confusing.
It was
Someone
not
turned
filtering.
off resubs. Okay, and Survivor for the 14-month sub. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Already
kindly.
14 months. Hot diggity dog.
Hot diggity daffodil. Here we have King Captain Ezra.
That's me. I mean, that's him.
With a vertical stack,
Look, Zito gave me a very clear indication that, well, this guy obviously is in charge here with his fancy hat. So if I take it, I'll be in charge.
Also, he didn't have stats for combat for them, so they were just easy pickings, really.
Oh, I didn't even notice that, but that's perfect.
Yeah, that's why every single thing we did is just they just gotta die. You know what? I'm fine with that, especially when I'm going on a rampage. Anyway, thank you kindly. Psycho Space Cow. Also, great name. Digital Squatter. Granny, tonight's secret ingredient is vengeance.
That face Elo is giving us.
Vengeance.
It's perfect. Just
he's going
looks over hey, you know what? We've had fun today.
But tonight we dine on frog.
You know what isn't fun? Vengeance.
Thanks, kindly, Digital Squatter. Weston Coley. My spear upgrade is great. I'll call it a sear scythe. Yeah.
Then we've got, I think that's Gore down there, just smiling all big.
I think that's Grammy.
Oh, is it Grammy? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's Grammy.
I saw a big smile, so I thought.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I could see like a couple strategic advantages to having like a hook on the spear, which is mainly like, you know, you can grab rope when you're climbing onto a ship.
Okay.
You can parry a weapon.
If you stab it in, you can maybe like get
Hook-
some
yeah,
rending
pull- yeah.
action.
Like that's a devastating thing if
No,
you're like
that's-
pulling it back
yeah.
out. Like, it's good for fishing, good for big fishing. Makes a lot of sense. I like it. And yeah, I know like I kind of go back and forth on calling it a spear or a trident. My idea is he found a trident head under the water and just kind of attached it to the quarterstaff.
Okay.
Little parts of both of his worlds so that he can go like spear fishing while he's out.
Could be both.
Yeah. And here we have funeral pyre for Golfer.
His Viking send-off.
Yeah. Although apparently we just kind of have his
I was
corpse
gonna
on
say,
our
I
ship.
think right now his corpse is still on the ship. I'm not sure. Something's gonna have to be dealing with that at some point.
Yeah. And it's not one of those keep things fresh
Yeah.
caskets. Z Polar Bear 77 with cannon armed Pliskin.
Oh shit!
That's sick. I love that, like, even when he's in shark mode, he keeps the beard.
No, he's a bearded shark. It's perfect. That's how you know he's not just a shark with
Yeah,
legs. and
he's a shark man. He's super jawsome.
We have to make sure you know who this shark is and what he's about. What he's about is sick cannons and beards.
Anyway, thank you so much, Z Polar Bear 77. We looked at this one on Tuesday, but you can get a better look now. You can see that sassy face I'm talking about. From KRG87572342. Happy boy.
The duality of
Yeah.
Scrung.
I just love that sassy, like, he.
I'm
Look
over
what
here
I got.
scheming.
Nicholas So, who has corrected my pronunciation.
Ah. So. Very, very
that's like a
salty
very-
red.
It's like very like she's got some like you can like tell the fury in her
Yeah,
eyes though. Like
like
she's upset.
But at the same time, she's kind of I'm done dealing with
Like
this.
I get like it's like if Wake's talking to the Ashdrakes across the room and he's just like, oh yeah, I know all sorts of things. She's just like,
You're the best. And here's all this information we've
just
got.
giving him the I'm gonna kill you eyes. Here we have a butt dork.
Oh wow, throwback. Is that a belt?
It looks like a belt,
Okay.
but it works. It's
At
butt
first,
dork.
at first I thought it was a tie, and I was like, "Oh man, business butt dork."
Butt dork, the blind Raichu. Here we have a little punchy princess by that was by Gita Zeke 98, by the way.
Thank you, Gita.
By Basilio Sayens. I'll probably butcher it either way I try to pronounce it. But a little punchy princess. Can I punch? Nedra, wait. Not sure who the extra low character is.
Someone about to be punched. That's
Dave, the gingerbread dragon.
good. Oh.
Tyson Creever with some Nintendo wonders. I just imagine that's Captain Ezra.
Oh my god! The Wendigo is too big for Smash. You can see the various layers.
No, the Wendigo is not just the Wendigo is not just a Gore Echo fighter. Belias Drac with the Storm Giant
Oh
here.
man, looking intense.
Hey.
I want to see some art of him smiling so we can get those.
Yeah,
ship
get those
teeth.
ship teeth. Have you noticed that Zito just likes making things abnormally large?
Oh, his stuff is huge.
Like when he described
I think-
Gore as the size of a continent, I'm like, no, I
Okay,
don't know,
so-
man. Like, just slow it down.
So a little bit of of some insider, like my theories here. Zito, not exactly a man of great stature in real life.
I mean, he's like.
So I think his
he's not-
sense of scale is perhaps a tad skewed when he's like, this huge thing. Well, how big are we talking?
I mean, he does identify really well with kobolds. I mean, we can psychoanalyze Zito.
Yeah,
Can we
yeah.
just turn that
If
into
we
a
wanna just
psychoanalyze Zito
really quickly
stream?
put Invisible Zito on our therapy chair here, our therapy couch, and just be like, well, you see, since he finds himself as another man of small stature, mind you, this is not me talking down to him. When you find yourself looking up frequently, your idea of what is big and what is even bigger can sometimes coalesce. Where he's like, yeah, it's like the size of a continent. I'm like, Holy God, that's really
yeah,
big.
I can't really gauge that.
That's one of those things where it would be so big when you saw it, you wouldn't be able to identify it because
It's like,
it is
oh,
too
that's a
big.
landmass moving
Yeah.
here. And then the eyeball would be, I don't know, as big as Connecticut.
Like, he could say they're as big as a mountain, and even that would be like, that's
huge, but I can
lot, but
that's huge, but I can picture it at a distance.
But perhaps yes, I could see what that is.
If it's as big as a continent, I'm looking at him from space.
Yeah,
And this globe already takes apparently 300 years to circumnavigate, according to him.
maybe
Which-
these continents are just very, very small.
Maybe it's a tiny continent, and the globe is just fucking huge.
And also, correct Merstake in the chat. If he's the size of a continent, would that crush another continent?
You'd think that.
Yeah, everyone on that continent would likely be able to see this being. I mean, we were at the open sea and all that stuff, but still, it's one of those, how did a thing the size of a continent sneak up on us?
And how did anything
You
like
can usually see land from days away.
And I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, okay, sure, something's gonna uprise, and you know, like everything's gonna happen. You have something the size of a continent that can fly over and breathe fire down on everything. It's probably not as big a deal.
It's big, but all the same,
Regardless.
still fun. It's fantasy. Not gonna be all up in his
He
grill.
the way I go with it is it's hyperbole.
Yeah,
It's like,
it's,
holy
to
shit,
you,
that
this
thing's
seems
big.
like it's a continent.
He might be a land. Anyway, here by Gita Zeke 98. Got Angry Scrung. I'ma kill him.
And I like the detail of wrist holding him back.
No,
You can
stop.
see one light arm and one dark arm.
Stop. It's okay. All right, here, Go Chimera. We get a better look at this time. I'm going to open it in a new tab, but another piece of the comic.
Yes.
No, Nedra, I'm saying these words make the duh sound. Oh, okay. Fear. I like that's a great way of doing like the JoJo like
Yeah. The sound effect.
yeah. You mean like demon?
And then Roundabout by Yes starts.
I can't wait. Like I am excited to see like this entire thing pan out. It's looking great. Thank you so much at Goat Chimera. Chimera Chan. I'm gonna give that a quick like. And here we have basically like I guess fully trained monk Nedra just ready to wreck some shit, working with some
Enlightened Nedra.
yeah, by TFS fan Quad Zero.
I like the flare on the end of her tail.
Looks good. She's got the little
And
Wake Sigil and
nunchaku?
Nunchaku, yeah.
That's not the big mace I was expecting, but I can dig it.
No, she wants to start learning a different weapon.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna stop her.
Don't know what her deck stat is like.
It's looking great. It's awful. It is awful. Caitlin C37. We looked at this one last Tuesday, but have to look at it again.
He's got like little golden Pokeballs for
Yeah,
eyes.
yeah. It's little frog boy eyes.
Him just looking so mundane while holding this intense viscera and body part of a fallen friend.
It's just day-to-day life for him.
Say whatever.
It's like, this is what we do. You use all parts of the buffalo.
Yeah, come on. We gotta. Someone's gonna get use out of this.
The heart was probably the best part. Everything else looked like it was damaged by alcohol and drugs.
I was gonna say, and also we apparently discovered that he was presumably dead when found. So it was just, well, he recently died. Let's harvest this organ.
Let's get this one. It's still fresh. And Wake killed the one that didn't even
And apparently they found him, took out his heart. I can't imagine they didn't notice Wake laying there, and they were just
well,
like, well,
Wake
he's
was
alive.
Wake was hanging off the side of a cliff.
Oh, okay. I thought you were closer when you awoke. Because I was going to say, if they saw you and were like, well, he's alive, leave him. Just don't bother him. Don't wake him up. Don't see if he's okay. Just, it's not our problem till he's dead.
Yeah, but either way, a lot of people blaming Wake for his death. No, Wake
No.
didn't kill him. He got stabbed to death by his friends. Wake
Yeah.
just tortured him.
Yeah, you ripped his eye off and made your presence known,
Yep.
but you were not the killing blow.
Technically, you were. You were the one that pointed to him and sent him to his doom.
I did say, well, apparently he's the guy we're looking for, and then everyone got him.
Another reason they might not harvest wake is because, I don't know, we've only run into one other fishman, and apparently we know that one more exists. So maybe their organs aren't really worth that much.
See, that should be rare delicacies.
Maybe. Anyway, Rebecca Corolla, their idea of what Wake's master might look like.
Ah. Wake's sensei.
And a cocky-looking Wake.
I was going to say, here's Wake posing for the ladies.
Yeah, here you go. This is for the calendar, right?
This one's... This is the one Master really liked when I struck this pose.
Yeah, right here. And here we have a little meme by the Brawl Bro. Trying to shadow Colossus, a storm giant. Is this a good idea? It might be. Whenever I have something that I think, this might be too stupid, I like to roll the D20 and just say, like, if it's high or low. If it's low, I go for it.
I frequently do the same thing. It is a, would I have thought of this? Versus, is this so bad that I shouldn't?
And Manny They Samuel Lasume, the torpedo snail. Fear me. That one's a bitey bro.
Yeah, he's ready to go.
Here we have Innocent Playful Nedra by Nicholas Sau.
A more
Looks
svelte
like
Nedra.
Looks like she's ready for a night on the town. Like she's gonna be like a secret agent or something.
We have to infiltrate this club, Nedra.
Also, not only does she have a tattoo, not only does she have like Wake's Nautilus tattoo, she also got her own name put on herself, just to remember who she belongs to.
Just look down. All right, that's right.
I'm Nedra.
That's me. This is my name. Here's how. If you need my signature, just look at this and copy it.
And then there's Pensive Wake, which, yes, this is constantly what's going through his head right now. Every time something bad happens to people around him, it's always, I'm not strong enough to protect them.
I need to be stronger. If I was strong enough, nothing bad would ever happen to anyone ever.
If I can't even do this, how am I going to save my entire village? I still haven't even found a single colony that has slaves. How is that possible?
No one. This is a pretty progressive universe.
I guess. Like one of Wake's big things, like
your family ran into the only slave keepers. It seems.
Two of them. Well, I mean, his first family got fished out by the Navy for some reason, and then his village got taken away. Some of them were slaughtered. Some of them were sold into slavery. I am shocked. Shocked that we have not run into a single island that has slaves. Did you do it? Yes. At what cost? Cleo says. Everything.
Human raisin is a bit more.
Yeah, humanoid raisin.
Bit more dapper than I think I expected. I always think Empoleon looks a little pudgy.
Yeah. Kind of like that grumpy old, like, we have, like, a great, like, old man raisin-looking dude. But I guess he is still kind of a young mon.
It's fair.
By the way, thank you, Marvel Poison. I love it. Little Infinity War nod there.
What cost?
Which still is a surprisingly good movie for, like, how much shit had to go into it to make it finally happen.
Infinity War is great.
Also, can we, like, Ant-Man and Wasp?
Ant-Man and Wasp was real good.
Way better than I expected.
Real fun. I was surprised at how many Tim and Eric-isms made it in there.
Yeah.
Like, that movie felt like maybe a quarter Adult Swim because the detective guy is in the broom shakalaka thing. Ant-Man refers to his grandpa as his Pep, which is just a common Tim and Eric.
That's a Tim and Eric thing.
And Tim Heidegger's like a tour guide on a boat. Like they pop up all over the place, and I'm just like, oh man.
God, that movie, like, it was the first Marvel movie that I'll be honest, I was not looking forward to. And then upon seeing it, I'm like, wow, there are like parts of that I'm like, that was better than the original.
Yeah. I definitely, as someone who, and maybe it was just my viewing experience of it, but I saw the first Ant-Man like